welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Ryan the Collector Kid, and thank you so much for joining me. So last Sunday I had the privilege of having my own toy stall at the Collector Zone Toy Fair, which runs every 3 months on a Sunday, and it was at the ECU Joondalup Recreational Hall. So I'll leave links in the description where you can find more information about that. And my amazing wife Shani helped me out with the stall, which was awesome to be able to have her there and help me out with the setup and also selling as well. Although this weekend was quite busy with Black Friday sales, which went over the whole weekend, it was a little bit quieter than usual and foot traffic, and I guess people were kind of a bit more reserved this time. However, that didn't stop me from having a look around at the other vendors while it was quiet and doing a bit of filming, which was awesome because last fair I did back in August, I did not get a chance to leave the store. There was just so many people coming, and yeah, so it was really awesome to be able to do that this time. Now there was generally around about 120 to 130 stalls this time, and lots of vendors with new toys mainly. There were also pockets of little stalls that had vintage toys. One of the stalls had some Thunderbird toys, so we're talking about the original Thunderbird Tracy Island with the Matchbox Thunderbird toys, and the vendor actually said to me, oh, if you want everything it's like $150, and he'd throw in and he was basically going to throw in everything. So he had like a Scott Tracy figure, he also had another Thunderbird one and lots of other vehicles, all Thunderbirds. And I was having a think about it, but obviously because it was the start of the day, I didn't know how the day was going to turn out. So I decided I'll wait and go back at the end of the day or midway through. And obviously they'd all gone by the time I went over to have another look. But that didn't stop me from finding some other goodies. So there was another store that I went to, and these guys had just started out. It turns out they actually knew who I was just from my YouTube channel, so it's pretty awesome that people are starting to recognize me from my channel. So big shout out to you guys there for helping me out. Now they had some really cool Batman toys there, a lot of Batman animated series Batman toys, and something that caught my eye was the original Batman Batwing by Kenner. And that was the Batman movie by Tim Burton from 1989. So they did a really good deal for me, and they were able to hold it for me until I was able to pick it up at the end of the day. So let's crack on and have a look and see what we got.
Batman's battle against crime never ends, and now you can bring the action home.
Batman, ha-ha, you missed. Yeah, but I only missed once. You can't escape Joker. Just watch if you can. You won't be alone for long.
And in the Batcave,
no criminal can hide from Batman. Batman, gotta run to jail.
Each item sold separately from Toy Biz.
So we have the original Batman Batwing from 1989 by Tim Burton, and this was made by Kenner. This is a really nice model, and if you hold it up like this, it looks like the original Batman symbol from the Tim Burton Batman film. Now it's a really nice model, although it is missing a couple of parts like the canopy and obviously the tail fins up the top here. These are parts which I'm more than happy to have a look and try and source. So if you know anyone that has the canopy or the tail fins, or if you have doubles of these parts, let me know in the comments down below. If you're not happy with leaving a comment down below on YouTube, you can contact me on Instagram at Ryan the Collector Kid. I would love to hear from you there. But yeah, this is truly an amazing model. Now you'll see that it's got the 2 suction cups here, which are the original missiles that came with it. The way that you set these up is there's these little triggers up the back here which you pull back and you'll hear it click. They've obviously got springs built in. Now the way that you launch these missiles is there's little switches underneath here and obviously under here as well. Now I'm going to try and test these out and hope that it doesn't hit the camera. Let's try it out. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, I'm not going to do a Scott Crusher.
If we pop one of the ghosts in there and we squeeze it, oh, didn't quite work.
Yeah, it looks like maybe the springs aren't as powerful as they used to be. Well, there's not enough of them to kind of shoot out these missiles. But I would imagine if they did work, it'd be awesome to kind of fly it around in your room or outside, or if you're in the car driving by and launching these missiles at the window or plants or whatever objects you could find that these could stick onto. I would imagine that it would be an awesome time. Now there is one last feature of this, which is a little switch underneath here on sort of like a gun handle, and this is obviously triggers the claw in the middle here, which is essentially a feature of from the movie where Batman flies his Batwing through to actually cut the strings that are attached to the Joker's balloons, which are putting out the poisonous gas. So that's a really cool feature to have that in there as well. But overall, really happy with this toy, and I'll definitely will be holding on to this one, as you don't see these very often in Australia. But yeah, such a cool model to have, and as I said, the boys really helped me out with a good deal on that. I just had to grab it when I saw it. So there you go, that is the original Batwing from Batman Kenner 1989. So as I was looking through other stalls, I bumped into another vendor that I'd met before, and his store is always really good. He's got a lot of vintage toys, but recently he's been doing 3D printed toys in bigger size, which has been awesome to see, and he hand paints them as well. He does a lot of real Ghostbusters, like this big Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Masters of the Universe, and lots of other models as well. But as I was having a look through, I could see that he had some vintage Masters of the Universe figures, and right up the back there I saw an original Spider, which I've never had before. Now it obviously was in pieces and missing a couple of bits and pieces, but for $20 I thought it was a pretty awesome pickup. So let's crack on and have a look and see what we got.
Spydor.
Help! My cat, Spydor.
Spydor, Skeletor, and Man-at-Arms figures each sold separately, batteries not included.
Put me down, you long-legged creep. You wish.
Spydor. You put Spydor together.
Now, Spydor, now we go for here.
Spydor from the Masters of the Universe collection, not for use with some figures, action figures each sold separately. From Mattel.
So as said, I couldn't pass this up. I picked it up for $20, and I think that's a really good steal, really good price for this. The pincers up the front here were broken, so I was able to put a bit of super glue on these, and I can say that they are looking back to their original condition, which is great. Did come with all the legs, and these just slot straight into the holes here, which is really cool. Now I did sort of try to open up the battery compartments which are on the back here, but sadly I couldn't get them open. It looks like the original batteries might be in there, so the vendor said that they may work or may not. So if you do know a way of being able to get the batteries in, let me know in the comments down below. If I do happen to get the batteries in or the batteries out, hopefully it hasn't damaged the terminals too much. I'll make a little short video on that, showing it working. But it's obviously got one of the eyes here missing one of the other eyes, but obviously I'll try and track that piece down as well. But as I mentioned, for $20 you can't really go wrong with that. This is by Mattel from 1984, and it's part of the original Masters of the Universe vehicles. And yeah, this is really, really awesome to have one of these in the collection. It will definitely go well with my Castle Grayskull behind us as well. So there you go. That is an original Spydor from Mattel, Masters of the Universe from 1984. So there you go, that's a little bit of recap from the Collector Zone Toy Fair. As I mentioned earlier, they do these once every 3 months. So the next one will probably be around February next year. So you want to make sure, if you missed out on this one, to come and check it out in the new year. As opposed to stalls, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing it again. I might just come in as a spectator this time. But again, always great opportunity to pick up a good bargain and a good deal. So I'll leave a link in the description where you can find out more information on the next Collector Zone Toy Fair, and the link of how you can check that out or sign up if you want to become a seller. But yeah, there you go. If you've liked what you've seen tonight, please like and subscribe. It will help me in creating more content, and boy do we have more episodes set up for you. So make sure you hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on an episode. But stay safe, stay healthy, have a great week. And who are you going to call? Ryan the Collector Kid. See you later.